All right, sorry, I kind of lost my footing there. You know what? It was only a 3 minute clip. I can probably come up with that stuff within a minute. I want to talk about money again. I want to talk about distribution of money. I use McDonald's as an example. Typically, you got your entry levels, then you got your people who've been working there a little longer, who are specialized at something at whatever they do, and then you got your supervisors. And on top of your supervisor, you got your manager. After manager, you got a district manager, manager of like 7 or 8 McDonald's. And then you have your head office that has higher management. The money goes up this way. So when people feel comfortable within a company, they're happy, things are going well, they're successful, they think they can move up. Sometimes they do. And if they do and they continue to work with that company, they get paid more as you move up typically. This can be applied to retail, clothing, warehousing, farming, everything that there is. Okay, every business typically works like that. You know, when you're talking about employees, business typically works like that. When you talk about being a business owner, if you don't have an investor like a family member or something, or a friend, or somebody's putting you on, maybe you have a rich uncle or a rich grandfather or a rich father or something, and they're gonna give you money. You can start. There's no limits. You can start wherever you want. You know. I know that typically people won't give their children that much money unless they say, okay, listen, you got to go to university at least for like a year or two. All right, you got to go to university and study this stuff for a year or two, and then we'll give you the money and you can do this. But it is advised not to start too big right away, to start at a decent level and then move up. Yeah, that's the deal with that. All right, so typically the money flows that way, right? The people who have been working longer, who are skilled, the people who are higher up, they always get more money as you move up. That's how money is distributed. You know what I mean? That's how money is typically distributed. We try to be it's always been that way. It's always been that way. But how can we talk more about money here? No, what else can I talk about? Let me talk about money. Let me think about it. Well, let's think of legal stuff. Let's think of businesses. Why not? Why not businesses? I've seen food trucks be successful. You start up a food truck, you're good with food, you're hygienic, blah, blah, blah. You're going to sell, people are going to come to your truck, and you're going to do well. And you can open 3 food trucks, you can open a restaurant, right? What else about money? Money, you know, I don't know. Money is typically supposed to. It's just like that. It's just like the animal kingdom. Money is like the animal kingdom. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, like the lions eat a certain way, the hyenas eat a certain way. Everyone eats a certain way. Money is different. Look. In India, for example, they have Hindus, right? And Hindus actually worship cows, and they don't eat meat. So, I think except for northern India. Most of India is vegetarian. Okay, so they're not eating meat, right? Now, don't criticize me here. I don't mean this in any negative way. But when you have cows, or you have wildebeest or gazelles or giraffe or elephants, all these animals, they feed off the grass. You know what I mean? They eat. They're literally vegetarian. They feed off the grass. And they're eating and they're eating well, but they don't want meat though. You know what I mean? Now a lion has a different mentality. A lion or a hyena, they have different mentality. They wanna get live animals. They wanna hunt them. You know, they wanna kill them. They wanna eat their raw meat. You know what I mean? They wanna eat the meat raw right there. You know, until there's nothing left but bone. They just wanna eat the meat up, and the bones still have meat on them, and that's left for seagulls and things like that, or crows, whatever you call it. They come in and they pick off the last pickings, and eventually those bones or whatever's left over goes into the earth, and it nourishes the soil, apparently, right? So, you know, and you have rich people that are in India too. They're very rich, and a lot of them don't even eat meat, man. They're vegetarian, so they're not eating any meat. They're always eating vegetarian dishes. They're just eating a different way. Now, I know that's a little out of context. when you're transferring the two different contexts, but it kind of makes sense. The thing is that we all will earn money different ways. We all will spend money different ways. There are people who are just absolutely crazy about buying fashion clothing and accessories. Boom, 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 boom. They're dropping money down on it all the time. You know what I mean? There's people who are obsessed with they have to have a multi-million-dollar house, or they're not, or they're not happy. You know what I mean? There's all kind of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Well, what we were talking about earlier, which was a bit controversial because it can get menacing. Listen, man, this is something that has always existed. As even when I was a kid, this existed, right? It may not have existed in us children, but I saw it in older kids and older people. You hear a lot about, there's, okay, I shouldn't get into it. Well, there are people generally who there's your people will talk about, and you can be at any level, right? At any level, they'll be talking about, for example, how connected they are. As in, what I'm trying to say is like, you got your mafia, right? Organized crime, right? It's so different. You know what I mean? You got your legit businesses, families and friends running things. Then you got your rich people and everything, and their kids grow up different, right? So the kids who didn't get that rich people money had to work and eventually get their own money, had to buy all their own stuff. And sometimes they will talk in a negative way about the rich kids that, they get, this guy got everything handed to him, I'm stronger than him and whatnot. Now, I'll tell you one thing, I would not take sides. When it comes to one side or the other, I'm not taking sides. You know what I mean? I'm not about to do that, and that's not what I was trying to do. I do want to clarify that that's not what I was trying to do. What I was trying to do was I was trying to, and this world thing exists between But the thing is that what I was trying to do is I was trying to kind of point out, because I felt like sometimes people will throw me into a group that I don't belong in. Now, let me tell you something about myself. I don't have all the best abilities in the world. You know what I mean? There are people who have crazy abilities. They're really smart. They're sociable. They know everything. They're so on point with everything. I don't have all the best abilities in the world, right? But there's one thing about me, and what I do is I follow systems. I try to. There's two things that are important to me. One is being genuine. One is perfection. Okay, not really perfection, just pretty much doing my best according to the system, right? So. Sorry, so I said there were two parts. Yeah, the genuine and the doing your best thing, right? Taking everything into consideration and literally doing your best. Not, I don't think I should do my best. No, literally doing my best and literally being genuine. You see, a lot of times people are like, wow, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? Oh, he must have some super senses. Oh, he must have been doing this a long time. People are observing me. Oh, he's super smart. No, the thing is that I'm very genuine and I try my best when it comes to any kind of systemic decision. Any decision you take is affected systemically in some kind of system, right? So my best key, my strengths actually are being genuine and following systems, meaning that if I'm as genuine as I'm supposed to be and I'm following the systems properly, I don't have to plan this out and plan that out. I am simply going to do it, and people are going to see it and be like, yeah, he genuinely is that. You know what I mean? He genuinely is that thing. People could observe me over a month and be like, dude, there's like 30 different times where bang on, this guy was that guy, man. He is that guy. Listen, man, in this world, you can be so understood or so misunderstood. You can give somebody all the leeway in the world and they're still failing. You're even giving them money, you're giving them everything, and they're still failing, by the way. They're still constantly failing. Their lives are horrible. They got horrible attitudes. And then you got people who everybody wants to handicap, put them at a disadvantage, talk bad, like me, like talk bad about the guy, don't give him a chance, blah, 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 don't give him any chance and everything. And I, on the other hand, I'm actually genuinely that person. I'm actually doing everything right. Now, eventually, at some point, I am going to pass this guy. If I already haven't, I probably already have. But if I haven't, at some point, I will pass this guy. because this world works on genuine rules. You know what I mean? I remember being 20, 21 years old, people would give me ideas, you should do this and do that. And I think about it and I go, and I always think, is my judgment good enough? I was always afraid to do something that was wrong, that was against judgment. You know what I mean? Judgment was a very important thing to me. When I was a child, I wanted to become a judge. Literally. I thought that was mature enough to become a judge. You know what I mean? And judgment was very important to me. It's like going to war. You don't just drop that, oh, we're going to war right now. You know what I mean? Even when it comes up as an idea, people, cooler heads are supposed to prevail. So cooler heads would think about a word, be like, how long can we put this? Let's try to put the situation off, find an alternative fix to the issue. You know what I mean? Versus just going in and just bombing the shit out of a place. That's typically not right. I was a big history buff, and in history, those things weren't well forgiven, and they weren't intelligent to do that kind of stuff. Now, at this age, I feel I'm at that point that I always wanted to be at. I'm at the point that I always wanted to be at the age that I wanted to be at that point. Because I thought my 20s were for having fun. Okay, and I had fun up until the time I was 24. And then I did a bank robbery. So I only had fun up till age 24. Okay, the fun, my life was in limbo, and it was no fun between 24 and now, which is 31. But at this point, I am at the stage that I always wanted to be at. So I had my fun when I was 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and now I am at that maturity point. But the point is, I still believe in being genuine and following systems. It'll always go through at the end of the day. You know what I mean? When you're legit something and you're genuinely something, you got a huge advantage over all the scammers and fraudsters out there, man. Over anyone trying to pretend to be somebody else or pretend to be you. You got a big advantage over everybody, man. And if you just keep doing things that way, you will do well. I mean, I still look very young even though I'm 31. I love it. I mean, I have not aged. I don't have to worry about, what if one day I'm an old man and, oh my God, when my life's going to be over, I'm going to regret I should have had more parties. You know what I mean? I don't have that issue. So, I'm all right with that. But that's all it is. At the end of the day, that's all it is. I'm going to end it here. And I'm just going to say, just be you, man. Be genuine and try to follow systems correctly, man. Whatever you want to do, just do your best. You know what I mean? Do your best, be genuine, and it shows, man. I am very misunderstood. No matter how good I do, people will always try to overturn it, because people don't like people like me. I'm the few, the strong. You know what I mean? People don't like people like that, man. They don't like people like that. That's not a people kind of person. That's not a people-friendly person. I don't have a people-friendly personality. You know what I mean? I bank on all my genuineness. Okay, even if it's for a little time, no, man, I'm genuine, man. It will work out. You know what I mean? Those are the laws of the planet, man. You can't change the law of gravity, for example. You know what I mean? You can't change a lot of laws, man. This world is imperfectly perfect. So you got to make sure that you're genuine and you're on the ball. That gives you a huge advantage. You can fake things. There's a lot of people who have fake egos, fake lives, and they're millionaires. Maybe they're pimping to high class customers or whatever they're doing, and they're showing off their vehicles and their house and stuff, which doesn't even belong to them, which is through some rich piece of shit person who's money laundering through them or something. You know what I mean? So that's not my deal, man. I'm not a crypto guy. I'm not a scammer. You know what I mean? None of that. I'm as real as it gets, man. I put up my court document, man. People didn't even believe that I robbed the bank on my own, man. I robbed the bank on my own, man. No co-defendants, man. I didn't snitch on any co-defendants, man. And I didn't have any way given to me. I had to come up with the idea, do it myself. Everything was 100% me, man. Everything put into that was 100% me, man. So I'm gonna leave it for the night. I'm gonna say good night, and I hope you guys enjoy your night.